let's go. Continue lang po. Which of these four has the lowest effective rate of interest? A. 12.35% compounded annually. B. 11.9% compounded semi-annually. C. 12.2% compounded quarterly. D. 11.6% compounded monthly. Okay, so before we proceed with the actual problem, let's go back dun sa nabinbin natin na topic. Ito, nasa ilalim. Ano ba yung R? Ano yung ER? Ano yung T and F? Kasi may nabanggit siya na effective rate. Hindi ko pa nasasabi. Wait lang. Oy, sandali. Asan to? Yeah. Ay, wait. Basahin nga natin. Ano? Nominal and effective rates of interest. Nominal rate is the rate quoted in describing a given variety of compound interest. Consider a bank deposit of 1,000 to earn 6% compounded quarterly. After 1 year, the compound F is now so, na-compute lang siya ng future worth ng 1,000 na compounded 6% quarterly. So, 6% divided by 4 is 2. After a year lang naman, so 1 times 4. So, 1,061.36 yung future worth ng 1,000. Okay. Notice that the interest earned is 61.36. Ano? So, paano na ko yung 61.36? Eh, syempre, yung total dun sa 1,000 na pinuhunan. So, 61.36 is representing the 6.136% of 1,000 per pesos, not 6% of 1,000. Okay, so parang kumbaga representation siya na 6.136% yung naidagdag. Ano, may putal, may decimal point, hindi siya 6%. Okay. So for this case, 6% compounded quarterly na nabanggit doon sa problem is called the nominal rate, while 6.136% is the effective rate. Meron na tayong konting idea. Ibig sabihin pa lang, pag nominal rate, yun yung kumbaga, binibigay sila ng bangko. Okay, sabihin natin 5%, 10%, 12%. Kumbaga, whole number, di ba? Hindi naman yung magbibigay ng exact na 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%. Hindi na. Kumbaga, rounded na siya to the nearest whole number. So, let's say 6%. Yun yung nominal. Pero, kapag kinumpit mo na talaga yung tunay na presyo niya, kapag may nailagay mo na siya sa principal amount multiply by interest rate, ngayon, di ba, ang nagiging sagot is decimal. Parang 62, 6.5, 61.36. Kumbaga, let's put it this way. May decimal. So, malamang sa malamang, mas tataas pa ng konti doon sa nominal interest, yung effective rate na tinatawag. Okay. So, yun yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Effective rate is the actual rate na itinatag mula sa amount versus the nominal rate which is just given by an agency. Let's say, for example, a bank. Okay. Correct me if I'm hindi ako accountant, engineer ako. Okay. Hindi ko alam ang tamang mga parang terminologies, if I say, pero base sa pagkakaintindi natin, ito na yun, okay? So, effective rate is the effective rate of interest, the actual interest earned in 1 year period. Oh, may sense yung sinabi ko kanina. This can be computed by either of the following: the interest earned in 1 year divided by the principal at the beginning of the year. Or, na-derive yung formula for effective rate as equal to 1 plus R raised to M over M. 1 plus R over M, quantity raised to M minus 1. Okay. The effective rate compounded continuously is E raised to R minus 1. Mamaya na tayo sa perpetuity compounding continuously. Mag-focus tayo dito sa isa. Ito, So, ito is derived lang din naman yan from the previous formula, which is P 1 plus I raised to N, where P times 1 plus I is equal to R over M, diba? Tapos, N is MT. So, kumbaga, interest or PRT over principal, parang nangyayari kung magkano na lang yung 1,061.36, minus na lang siya sa 1,000, kaya natin nakuha yung 61.36. Diba ito, divided by 1,000 na lang. So, kaya po siya naging 6.136. Kumbaga, yung actual interest, ima-minus mo siya sa principal para makuha may effective rate. Pero, okay na din to, natuog nyo na to tong formula na to. Kasi magagamit naman natin to later on. 1 plus r over m raised to m minus 1. Effective rate. O kung ayaw magtuom, edi minus mo lang dun sa principal. Okay. Ano ba? Okay. Sulat nyo natin ulit yung ano. E is equal to 1 plus r over m raised to m minus 1. Diba? Kakabanggit ko na totoo ko yung formula. Sige. Ano pa? Okay. So, which of the four has the lowest? So, kailangan nating hanapin yung may pinakamababang E. Effective rate. Ano? So, let's see. Okay. A, 12.35. So, compounded annually. The effective ER ba? Ano bang connotation? ER pala. So, ER is equal to 1 plus, ano ang I? I is R over M, 12.35% divided by compounded annually. So, daw annually siya, para tayo kita mawala sa wisyo, ilagay na lang natin siya na 1. Raised to M. M is 1 din. Minus 1. So, ilan ito sa calcul? Ganyan. 1 plus 12.35% over 1 raised to 1. Minus 1. Ilan to? 0.1235. O, lista mo lang. 0.1235. So, gets yung flow. Ganyan lang, ulit-ulit lang hanggang makarating tayo kay D. So, si D, ang effective rate naman ni D ay 1 plus 11.90% divided by, eto na, semi-annually na siya. So, magiging semi-annual, so kalahati ng taon. So, divided by 2. Raised to, M mo pa rin naman dyan is 2 minus 1. So, ilan siya sa calcul? Ako, para mabilis, papalitan ko na lang to. Hindi na ma-retype. Pala ko dyan. Tinaman. Okay, delete na lang. 2. Ayun, 0.1225. Pareho tayo, 0.1225. Okay, dito pa lang sa dalawa, medyo mas mababa na ito ng konti. Pero hindi pa ako sure, syempre. Ano-excite, need na agad ba? Hanap. Okay, 12.2. So, 1 plus 12.20% divided by compounded quarterly. Okay, so quarterly is divided by 4 raised to 4 minus 1. So, yun ang effective rate nito. Nagiging siyang 12.2 divided by 4 raised to 4. Bang! Oh, 0. Tama. 0.1276 per 9. Mas malaki na siya. X ka na agad. Bang! Letter D. Tryhan natin yung last. Ano to? 1 plus 11.60 divided by compounded monthly. So, M ko dyan 12 monthly. Minus 1. Excuse me. 11.6 over 12 raised to 12. Okay, 0.1223. 0.1227. Tama? Tama. So, kung kukumpara mo, ito, X na to agad sa, hindi ko na yung titingnan. Ito, okay, pareho, 2, 2, 2, pareho. Up, 3, ay, taas ka, hindi ikaw. Ito na lang, 2, 2, ay, 5 versus 3, mas maliit pa rin. So, therefore, the correct answer is letter D.